We're used to these rainstorms by now, but this time we're all standing under a single poncho, trying to stay dry. Hoping to stop soon so we can keep looking for deer.
hit him.
There's one in front. He's still going. Going uphill. Well, 2 bucks down. There's a third one spotted, and Alex deciding whether or not he wants to shoot it. He's down. We still have 2 more tags, just no more bullets.
Shouldn't shoot any more deer today. Oh, another deer over here.
Well, quite the afternoon. Here's Brian's buck. Nice 3x2 with eye guards. Alex buck died that far away, probably about 12 yards. I'll go show that one to you. Here's Alex. Nice 3x2. And then mine is about 60 yards away. It looks, I think it's a 2x2. Actually, I haven't even looked that closely yet. Here's mine. Just a nice 2x2. That's $3 in 3 minutes. There they lay. And no, this isn't some farm field. We're up in the Alpine, about 2 miles from the truck. Unbelievable. So here's the shelter that we stayed in for about 2 hours while we waited, 3 of us, while we waited for the rain and fog to clear. And it all paid off with $3 down, so I think it was worth the time. What do you guys think?
Oh yeah. It's been fun. Can't wait to do it again. Got a fish. Out there somewhere. It's kind of a fighter. Chain has like a 4-pound line, so you gotta be really careful not to snap the line. His drag is also set very loose. Good. He's probably not gaining a whole lot while he reels here. The trick is going to be getting the thing on shore. Get up there and grab him. Get up there and grab him. Wow, look at that.
Here's our attempt at getting our boots dry with no electricity. We've stuffed them twice now with newspaper, which absorbs the water, and it's done a great job at drying those boots out. And here's our attempt at drying out our tents. It's been raining all night. It's finally stopped this morning, and so we have a clothesline set up here on the front porch of our cabin, hoping that that'll get everything to dry out. So. And then the entire cabin is lined with our clothes as we try to dry that out. Now it's too hot to get the wood stove running, but if things don't dry out soon, we may be forced to do that. It's 1:30 in the afternoon, and we made it up to the Alpine in the rain and got our tent set up, apparently just in time. So we are all just sitting in our sleeping bags and hoping this rainstorm moves through and the fog lifts so we can actually see some deer. Well, had a hellish hike out, and now of course we get a flat tire on the back of the cabin. So getting the spare out now and putting a change on. And we have to go to town and get the other one fixed. Well, we spent over 24 hours in our tents waiting out that fog and rain. Finally we decided to pack up and relocate to a different mountain with a slightly lower elevation. We just spotted our first deer of the day, so hopefully we can find some bucks this afternoon. We have one full day left of hunting tomorrow, and we're headed home. We have 5 tags to fill still. Our worst enemy, the fog, has returned. We've pretty much been hunting this for the last 36 hours. Not very productive. we have 5 deer tags to fill tomorrow.
It's going to be a lot of work. If the fog is not here, we should be able to do it. We did see a lot of bucks in this valley. It may not be big ones, but maybe 8 or 10 of them or so.
Maybe more.
Maybe more.
Since our tents got soaked last night, we're lucky that this spot has a shelter that we get to stay in. We even get to have a fire up there. Fortunately, it was too foggy tonight to get much glassing in, so we're praying that it clears up tonight since tomorrow's our last full day of hunting and we have 5 tags to fill. Looks like our prayers were answered, and we have some visibility this morning. And hopefully we can find some bucks to go hunt. Well, Brian spotted a buck over on that mountain, so he and Alec are headed that way. Of course, right after we spot it, this bank of fog comes in from behind us, starts closing everything in. So we're all just praying that it moves through quickly and doesn't stick around. Fog may actually be burning off. Well, the fog did lift again, and unfortunately the deer had mostly bedded down by that point. I had one buck that was coming down this ridge back here, and as I came over the top of the ridge, there was a 3-point buck just walking straight away from me. But then he disappeared over a little lip in the ridge, and by the time I got down there, I never saw him again. So I've been set up here for about an hour and a half now, seeing 6 or 7 more does, and hoping to hopefully catch a buck moving through here. There was a 4-point over on that ridge 2 nights ago, so hopefully he comes out sometime today. Otherwise, we may be going home with only two tags filled for me, so. Well, we had an eventful day. I had a buck coming out about noon, had a 310-yard shot, and missed him. Looked around just to be sure, but nothing. And then Brian and Alec were sitting on a buck that they bedded this morning on the other side of that ridge over there, and shot it about 5 minutes ago, about 7 o'clock at night, so they have a long night ahead of them. We don't have enough food to spend the night, so we're packing out tonight regardless. But at least Brian got a second buck. Only Alaska sunset we've seen this entire trip. shelter's towards the west. And Brian and Alec on the other side of that point right there, packing out his deer. They're gonna have a long night ahead of them. It's 5:13 a.m. and we got back to camp about midnight last night. Today's our last day to hunt. We have to pack up today. And Brian and Alec thought I was crazy, but I got up at 4, so I'd come up here for one last shot at a buck. And I step into this meadow and don't take more than 20 steps when there's a buck standing there looking at me. And I dropped it in its tracks. Not big at all. It actually is a 3-point with an eye guard. But you know what? I'm totally fine with that. I just wanted to get a buck down. I actually have 2 tags to fill this morning. And I'm gonna quick bone him out, or quick quarter him up, get the quarters hung, and I'm gonna keep looking for a second buck. Why not, right? Unbelievable. I just finished butchering that deer, and the ravens are circling for their meal as soon as I leave. But I'm gonna go see if I can find another deer. It's not even 7 o'clock yet. So we'll see if I get lucky and can fill my last deer tag. $7. Those are Alec's 2. 3x2 and a 4x2 with an eye guard. Then you have Brian's. He has kind of it's a 3x3 or 2 with eye guards, and then a weird 4x3 crab clawed to death that he got last night. And then mine, there's the 4x4 with eye guards from the first night. A 3x3 with eye guards that I got this morning is that second one down. And then a 2x2 that I got when we got the 3 deer at one time. 7 total bucks. Good trip.
So,
2 points.
Lots of 2
lots
points.
of 2 points. But it's better than eating tag soup, which we will actually make somebody eat. That would be really painful because our tag is a piece of metal. About a 14-inch metal strip.